Well, howdy there folks, and welcome into today's video. Hope you guys are doing great out there as always. We have an exciting video to get into here today. We're gonna get into why I'm putting another $100,000 into this specific stock. I'm gonna share that stock with you here in this video here today. Also gonna do a position recap on this one because this has been a stock I've been putting more and more money into. I've been building out the position. So I'm just gonna give you a recap of exactly what I have invested in this stock already and where we're at as far as that goes. We're gonna get into the massive, huge news in relation to the stock that came out here today. This news was overlooked, and I'm telling you, this is gigantic news, needless to say, like gigantic news, okay? We're gonna get into why this news is such a big news story that I feel like it went way on the DL today, and I'm just like, it's ridiculous, okay? That's all I'm gonna say about that, okay? And lastly, we'll talk about if I'm gonna buy call options in the stock, and if so, what dates I'm looking at and what strike price I'm looking at, those sorts of things in this video. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. As always, all I ask in return is that you smash that like button, and that's literally it. If you want to subscribe because you haven't been subscribed to this channel, go ahead and do it, okay? I appreciate it in a huge way, guys, for the YouTube algorithm. If you want to check out, we just launched the Stock Market Accelerator program. It is an amazing group coaching format. Gets into mindset, long-term strategy, portfolio setup, diversification, creating both theses. It has review sessions. You get into financial statements, how to read the financial statements, how to read 10Ks, 10Qs, all those sorts of things, right? Ratios analysis, competition, valuation, projections, price targets, confidence. Oh my goodness, it is absolutely amazing with 2 live sessions per week. If you want to go ahead and join that, you want to check that out, check out the pinned comment down there and learn lots and enjoy that, guys. It's absolutely amazing. Alrighty, guys, first up here, I try not to get too hyped on good news usually, okay? Or like a big news story, but I gotta say, when it comes to this situation, this news is absolutely huge, okay? Absolutely crazy big news, okay? What stock is this and what's the position size? And then we'll get into the huge news. Why is this huge news and the calls and things like that, okay? The stock up here is Tattooed Chef. We call it the Chef on this channel. Anybody that hasn't been watching this channel, you need to know, okay? It's called the Chef. We don't even call it Tattooed Chef. We call it the Chef, okay? TTCF. This is a super high growth food company, and I mean insanely high growth. Like usually food companies, kind of boring, you know, kind of boring stocks, not growing fast. No, not this one, okay? I tell you, look at the growth rates, this one off the charts, okay? And it's just getting started. They're capitalizing huge on the vegan movement and just kind of movement to changing diets, plant-based meats, those sorts of things. And the Chef is in the perfect pole position to capitalize on this and become a food giant, okay? I'm not just talking about, this isn't gonna just be some niche food company in my opinion. 5-10 years from now, you're gonna recognize this company as a food giant in North America, maybe even, dare I say, around the world. SKU expansion is coming in a massive way for this company. Store expansion, by the way, SKU expansion, that basically means more and more items in a store, okay? Store expansion, meaning they're getting into more and more retailers. Category expansion, which means getting into different product items that are in different categories. So for instance, right now they sell a ton of frozen food items and they're starting to just dominate that space. They're growing massively there, but longer term, they want to get into snacks and other items as well. By the way, somebody did some very deep digging in the private stock group and posted in the Discord chat the other day. I appreciate this person in a huge way. The company just hired very recently, they found it on LinkedIn, somebody from another very successful snack company to work as kind of like a VP over there. Just kind of shows another move this company's making because they want to expand into snacks and become a huge player in the snack category, okay? And the brand is Red Hut. From our understanding, Target said that the frozen food launch from Tattooed Chef was the biggest in history, the most successful frozen food launch in the history of Target, okay? So the brand is Red Hut, okay? Let's get in that position as far as like how big the position is now, and then we'll get into the huge news and stuff like that, okay? So in this account here, which I believe is a public account, I have 10,000 shares there, $200,000 worth of shares there. So far, we're up $13,820 there. I think long term, that's gonna be a 6-figure gainer for us plus in that account, okay? In this account here, we have 232, oh, wait a minute, no, that GGTFTF. But by the way, they had some really good news recently. I'm not sure if you guys saw that today, okay? Really, really good news. that came out a few days ago and they just got uplisted. Yeah, really good news in relation to that one, okay? The Chef, okay, back to the Chef. Almost $900,000 worth of shares I have in this particular account here, 44,777 shares there. This is the main private account, obviously. That account's the biggest, so the position sizing usually in that account is going to be far bigger than any other account out there. As far as that one, so far we're up $44,742 as we continue to build that there. As far as options go for this stock, I have several different positions now. One we're up 26% on so far. Those are $5 strikes that expire in 2023. Next one down is $10 strikes that expire in 2023. By the way, it's January 2023 when the expiration is for those stocks. We're up 38% on those ones so far. I just bought some here today because this news came out and I was like, I got to get a little more in this one, okay? 12.50 strikes there that expire in January 2023, and then $15 strikes that expire in 2023 as well. Those ones were up 30% on so far. Then I have some shares in a random Chase account, $23,000 worth of shares there, okay? So if you add all that up and you do the math and you pull out the calculator, needless to say, it's a 7-figure plus position for me, okay? Now, if, people that watch my channel all the time, I think you guys know what I'm packing, okay? I think you guys know, okay? But for anybody that doesn't know, okay, if like that's less than 10% of my net worth. So this is very important to remember, because when you see somebody having $1 million or something in a position, some people are all in, other people it's just another position for them. But it's absolutely a position that matters for me in a big way long term, right? Because if this grows, this million plus I have in it, to 2 million, 3 million, 5 million, maybe even 7 million, 10 million long term, like I think it can, that matters to me, okay? It's we're not talking about it's going to be like a small change or something like that. That's why I'm willing to put my money where my mouth is when it comes to stock, okay? Now let's get into the huge news, why this is huge news, and why I might be buying some calls and strike prices and things I'm looking at for that, okay? This is the massive news up here. Tattooed Chef to launch in Kroger stores nationwide. Wow, okay? There had been a little rumors out there because some people had found that some Tattooed Chef products were on Kroger's website, okay? A few people were sharing that around in the private Discord chat. And I was like, whoa, what do we have here, okay? But I'll be honest, as far as a big announcement in the distribution and all sorts of things, I was thinking that big announcement was probably coming in early winter time of 2021 or at some point in 2022, okay? The fact that we're getting this now in July of 2021 once again shows two things, okay? The company, the management team, they are flat out amazing at this company. To get into these sorts of retailers, I can promise you it is not easy. And when we're talking getting in the frozen food aisle, that means this company has to do resets, which means it's investment, right? Because you got to have the employees do the resets, get everything set up for that, right? Two, also, it means you're kicking out another product, right? Which is like, in order to kick out another product, the company, the retailer has to believe that you are great, right? And you're going to move product in a big way. And that gets in the second point. For, this fast of getting into all these retailers, it also shows that not only Tattooed Chef has an amazing management team, but the company absolutely has the hype and the numbers to show these other retailers that, hey, we move product, get our product in your stores. We're gonna move volume that you probably haven't seen or you probably don't see very often in these sorts of line items, right? And so that's why you see retailer after retailer. But Kroger, man, I mean, to me, this is the biggest one of all of them. To me, this is the biggest one, okay? Pizzas, entree bowls, and vegetables will be available in approximately 1,800 Kroger stores nationally by September. By September, right? Tattooed Chef, a leader in plant-based foods, today announced it expects to launch its branded products across multiple categories in approximately 1,800 Kroger stores nationwide later this summer. By September, shoppers can find a variety of Tattooed Chef's plant-based offerings, including pizzas, entree bowls, and vegetables in nearly every Kroger. A total of 12 SKUs will be rolled out nationally. This is huge, guys. So not just like, this isn't like just a test or something like that, right? If Kroger was just trying to do a test of Tattooed Chef products, they might have like two SKUs or something like that, maybe 4 SKUs. 12 SKUs right from the jump basically means that Kroger is extremely confident that the product will move, and it's going to move big volumes. You don't just come out of nowhere as a new company, right? Which this company just launched the Tattooed Chef brand a couple years ago, right? You don't just come out of nowhere in a matter of a couple years and get into all these insanely huge retailers and then say, oh yeah, here's 12 SKUs as well. You're going to have all these products. I mean, this is massive stuff, guys. Look at this. So they're going to have pizza products, right? Plant-based 2-cheese pizza, plant-based vegetable pizza, cauliflower crust cheese pizza, and cauliflower crust pizza with plant-based protein. That's their own plant-based protein there on it, okay? So that's amazing. So they're gonna be in the pizza area, okay? Then they're gonna be in the bowl area, right? And they're gonna basically have all the same bowls that like Target has, right? And I get, like Target said, right? Best frozen food launch in the company's history, right? So I'm imagine these are gonna do crazy volumes at Kroger. I mean, just ridiculous, right? The cauliflower mac and cheese bowl, which by the way, I noticed recently they're adding a lot more cheese in there, and I love that, okay? Good move by the company. This is a company that's just continuing to make their product better and better and better, right? The cauliflower pizza bowl with plant-based pepperoni. Oh, that one's good, okay? The veggie hemp bowl, the Buddha bowl, and then they have the two that are my personal favorites that honestly I see them doing huge volumes of these. The plant-based burrito bowl, okay? That one is a game changer product. And then the enchilada bowl, I actually like that even better than actually the plant-based burrito bowl. But the plant-based burrito bowl, you want to talk about volume, that's the one that does huge volume. The branding on it and the taste and everything. Woo-wee. And that, by the way, is made with plant-based beef, which is their own product, which is absolutely amazing. This company's so vertically integrated, right? And then they're gonna have random frozen food items too, right? Mexican-style street corn, as well as a chow mein. So they're gonna have a ton of different products in the frozen area to like a bunch of different touch points. So if you've never been aware of Tattooed Chef and you go into a Fry's, a Smith's, a Kroger, a Harris Teeter, right? Any of these brands, you're gonna likely see a lot of Tattooed Chef in the next year and be extremely exposed to this company, right? Look at this here. We are thrilled to announce our expansion into Kroger, which demonstrates our ability to expand Tattooed Chef's distribution into conventional grocery, said Sam Galletti, one of my favorite CEOs of any public company out there, right? President and CEO of Tattooed Chef. Kroger is one of the largest food retailers in the United States, and we are excited to offer consumers more access to our innovative portfolio of plant-based products. We are committed to bringing brand new concepts for delicious plant-based meals to the marketplace, made with quality ingredients and simple to prepare, said Sarah Galletti, founder and the Tattooed Chef herself, okay? Our continued innovation is transforming the frozen aisle, and we're just getting started. Keyword, we're just getting started, okay? Kroger, we're talking, you wanna know numbers, okay? Kroger did $132 billion in revenue in 2020, okay? And the high majority of that was grocery revenue. I mean, guys, we're talking about, these numbers are ridiculous, okay? Kroger, it doesn't get bigger than Kroger in my personal opinion, okay? Absolutely insane. And here's the important thing to factor in, right? When it comes to being a super high successful frozen food company, like the biggest of the big brands, count how many SKUs basically they'll have on the frozen aisle. It's 20 to 50, okay? That's where Tattooed Chef's going over the coming years, in my opinion, okay? They're gonna have 20 to 50 SKUs just in the frozen aisle of these different stores, right? Kroger is starting out with 12 SKUs, right? I mean, if these products are moving, they're gonna move to 15 SKUs, and then 18 SKUs, and then 25 SKUs, and 30 SKUs, 40 SKUs, right? They'll continue to increase SKUs and SKUs and SKUs. As long as the product's moving, which the product's been doing crazy volume, they're gonna continue to add SKUs, right? In successful brands in the frozen category, you're gonna like go to your local grocery store, well, not your local, but the big grocery stores, right? And literally go to this most successful brands. You're gonna count between 20 and 50 SKUs in the frozen area. That's where Tattooed Chef's going long term, right? Walmart, Target, Costco, Sam's Club, Kroger, Whole Foods, plus a lot more. All these companies have basically worked out deals now with Tattooed Chef within the past 12 to 18 months. I mean, imagine where this company is going to be in another 12 to 18 months with how fast they're moving, okay? And never mind that. All this success in the frozen category is great, but what about snacks, okay? Snacks. It doesn't get bigger than snacks for this company, in my opinion. I mean, we're talking about the frozen opportunity in front of this company is a multi-billion-dollar opportunity. I can see Tattooed Chef doing $1 billion plus in revenue, okay? $1 billion plus in revenue by 2025 just in the frozen area, okay, as far as the sales go, okay? Snacks, guys, I'm telling you, snacks is even gonna be potentially a lot bigger category for them, and then expose the brand to a ton more people who maybe aren't the type of people that would buy a frozen pizza or a frozen bowl or something like that, right? The snacks category is massive. Look at this, okay? I mean, we're talking about, it doesn't get bigger than the snacks category pretty much. I mean, this is a $100 billion plus dollar opportunity just in the United States, right? And you look at things like this, right? This was a breakdown that was done a few years ago on why Frito-Lay North America is actually PepsiCo's most valuable segment to the company, okay? And this is really, really important because Frito-Lay is massive, right? But the fact that, you know, you can make a very, very solid argument that that's the most important business for PepsiCo, that speaks volumes, okay? That speaks volumes about how big you can really become in the snack category long term. And although I don't expect Tattooed Chef to be a Frito-Lay in the snack category, let me be very, very clear about that. This just speaks volumes to how big the opportunity is in the snacks category. I mean, if Tattooed Chef could be the 20th biggest snack company long term, like, this is a huge win. Never mind if they're like a top 10. It's like, this is ridiculous, right? Look at Pepsi's market capitalization on this company. We're talking, when it comes to Pepsi, they're valued over $200 billion. And you could make a very, very solid argument that Frito-Lay North America is actually their most valuable segment in a $200+ billion company, guys. Okay, so this just speaks volume to literally how big and how profitable that business is. The snack category, when you grow that exponentially like this company is going to do, oh my gosh, okay, this is beyond a huge opportunity. And Sam Galletti, he has some very good experience with Pop Chips and snacks in the past. And then they're bringing in other high performers that have performed well at other companies in the snack category, right? And you add on, this is arguably the hottest brand in the entire food space right now. I mean, needless to say, the likelihood that this company builds out a very, very successful snack brand, in my opinion, over the next, let's call it 3 years, 5 years, 10 years, very, very high. It's just the biggest question, in my opinion, is how successful are we talking? Like I said, are we talking like they're the 20th biggest snack company, at the end of this decade? Or are we talking like top 10, okay? Then on top of that, you add on this, right? I mean, we're only really talking in terms of United States opportunity for this company, right? That's where we're seeing the deals right now. That's the major retailers we're talking about, United States. But remember, the biggest opportunity in the food industry is not in the United States. That's a great opportunity. 300+ million people live in the United States. A lot of people would make good money living in the United States. Cool, great opportunity. But it's not actually even the biggest opportunity. The biggest opportunity is the world, right? There's 7.4 billion people and counting that live outside the United States. And Tattooed Chef is basically, I would call it completely unknown internationally right now, right? Tattooed Chef's gonna be a very famous brand, in my opinion, within the next 5 years in the United States, right? But internationally, that's really gonna be the 2025 through 2030, 2040 opportunity, right? And when you think about it from that context, imagine how big this company will be if they continue to build out their business around the globe. And remember, Sam Galletti already has basically setups in Italy, right? In Europe. So do not be surprised. I know a lot of Europeans are already switching to more plant-based diets, vegan diets, things like that, right? Do not be surprised at all if their next big move outside of getting into all these big retailers is expansion into Europe. And from my understanding, in the United Kingdom, at Costco, there's already been Tattooed Chef products being tested to see how they sell over there with basically almost no brand awareness. And we've seen photos out of there because we got some folks in the private group that guess where they live, in the United Kingdom, and they've been posting some photos over the past couple months. So think about the European opportunity for this company long term. And then don't even get me started on the Latin America opportunity or the Asia opportunity for this company company long term. Oh my goodness, right? And keep in mind, as this company gets bigger and bigger and the cash flows build and build, right? Imagine when all of a sudden they're doing 100 mil net income, 200 mil net income, 500 mil net income, right? Which I think we'll see all of those numbers I just listed off in this decade, okay? So essentially, you know, before 2030, right? When those cash flows build and build and build, they're going to be able to buy out more brands, get more distribution, build the business bigger and bigger, launch advertising campaigns, awareness campaigns, do partnerships with influencers and things like that. And that's the beautiful thing about making a business that cash flows bigger and bigger. It allows you to expand and expand and expand, okay? And so let's talk about calls for a moment here. 2024 calls are going to be looking mighty tasty, okay? It's only 2 months away. I gotta wait another 2 months for those 2024 calls to come out, but I have a feeling they're gonna be looking mighty tasty, especially if this stock kind of trades out at the $19 to $21 range, which is where it's been trading out recently. Yeah, I will likely be buying probably 6 figures worth of calls in this company for 2024 if the stock price stays in that $19 to $21 range. So yeah, those calls, woo-wee! Thanks so much for joining me on today's video. As always, guys, thank you. I appreciate you guys in a huge way. If you want to check out the Stock Market Accelerator program, check out pinned comment down there, learn lots, enjoy it. And yeah, thank y'all. Thanks for watching and have a great day.